Hey guys, we are here today because my wife had a great idea for a video. We're going to be watching some of my first videos, well, first of like a different bunch of series, because they're trash. And we're going to react to my old content, see how bad it was, and just kind of reminisce on old times, mostly back at Liberty with the Audi A4.
Curse that car.
There's already a spoiler alert. Hannah did not like that car.
I hated that car.
Yeah, she's going to have a lot to say.
It's a contention point in our relationship.
It really was, though. But she's going to be funny about that because we're going to watch some stuff. We're probably going to watch the introduction to the Project A4 build, which was the first car video I put on YouTube. Then we're going to watch the first travel vlog I did, which not many of you have seen, to Canada, because that one's pretty cringy. And then we're going to get to more modern, and we're going to do the first Elsa the GTI video that I made. Just the picking it up one, I think, because that'll be fun to reminisce on old times picking up Elsa. Ready to get in?
Yeah.
All right.
Project A4. How many views?
Introduction. 342. That's it. It was from November 26th, 2017.
So almost 6 years ago.
Almost 6 years ago.
Jeez. Okay.
Let's watch it.
You should like screen it.
I'll pull the
Splice
video.
it?
Yeah.
Hey guys, behind me is my 1999 Audi A4 Quattro. It has the 2.8 liter engine.
Ooh, the fade.
And for the series that I'm starting called #Project
I haven't had a CrossFit in a long
I'm going to
time.
be
You
modifying
look cute.
my car.
I look very similar.
Unfortunately,
You
the
do.
2.8 liter engine
Oh, this, I
was
think I know.
much
Yep.
loved by
Cut to the, not
tuning
cut, fade to
companies
the,
and modders
ooh,
alike,
fading everywhere.
but
Oh, and that.
The rack focus.
The rack focus.
Oh, look at that
a
old black
lot of repairs
interior.
to do, starting with the passenger side.
The zoom, oh my god, wait, I gotta pause.
Ew. What? It looks like.
That is the most rusted brake caliper I think I've ever seen.
How did we not die in this car? That's the braking system?
That's the brake caliper.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, I forgot how
drove
bad that
that?
was. I replaced that. Remember I replaced that and I cut the brake line?
Yes, I do.
So when I replaced that caliper, I cut the brake line thinking I could get the new brake line on there. But the other side of that line to the hard line was rusted as well. And I just kept stripping it and I couldn't do it. So me and my friend Reed, I had 3 brake calipers and no brake pressure. Drove, 15 minutes to where was that? Where the...
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't remember where. Across the river. Anyway, it was about 15 minutes away, and I had no brakes. And it was the rear caliper, so even my handbrake barely worked.
That is so dangerous. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I had a time I was coming down a hill, and I was almost about to rear end my buddy Reed, and I just took off to the right as a car was like right behind me, almost hit them. I went up the hill and came to a stop. And
That
I
is
was
so irresponsible.
heart
Do not
beating.
do this, people.
No, that
Okay.
was bad.
And then after that, I'm going to be putting a whole new exhaust system on from the catalytic converter all the way back.
I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
did
get
that.
an OBX catback exhaust.
Weak.
Weak, dude.
Following.
I know, there it
as a part
goes.
of the
I didn't hold it nearly long enough.
thermostat repair, it is so extensive that I have to remove basically the entire front end of the car
This is
for
how
just a
you
little
shoot your
thermostat
haircut
part
more.
that I've decided to get
Just a
lightweight
little trim.
pulleys
Little trim is
and
all I'm doing.
new belts.
Look at
and
the
tensioners and
flip-flops. I
everything
forgot
like
about the
that.
flip-flops.
That is
You
going
still
to
have
be
those
a very
flip-flops.
in-depth
No,
project
those
as
died,
well.
but I
They
forgot I was
died?
wearing them in this video.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't we film this video like on the way out of town or something?
I have no. Probably because you're wearing your shirt, but
Probably
your
not
travel
much.
shirt.
That was my travel shirt.
Oh, that whip.
One of the other repairs that I have
The
to
whip
do
was
is
brutal.
That's so
the hood
funny.
latch. Every car I've
I remember the lights. I didn't have those lights on there for very long. I forgot I even had them.
Yeah, you took them off pretty quick. I was kind of glad.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to look at, like, this was the introduction to Project
The
A4.
whole series.
But I had mud flaps on there. I had all those stickers. I think I had the lip spoiler from ECS at the time on there. I'd done some stuff to it at this time, but I just decided to start filming it. So actually, here's part of the parking lot mechanic lore that many of you may not know. I changed majors from mechanical engineering to video at Liberty. And when I got into the classes, I realized everyone else was so good and they had so much more experience making video than I did. I had made none. So I decided to actually start this YouTube channel to try to catch up and make more videos than we were making in school. Like, we made an appropriate amount in school because you don't want to make too many or you just have no time to do anything. So I took this on to make more outside of school classes. and
To practice.
And then I kind of started getting a little bit of like following some views, and I just kind of really liked it, so I just kept going with it. And then we're here now. All right, we got a minute left. Raise the volume up.
The hood latch is broken.
The hood latch.
The hood latch is broken.
I'm going to be installing hood pins next month with a couple
Fun
friends
fact,
of mine.
next
back
month
in
didn't
Maine.
happen. It happened like a year later.
That is going to be an adventure. That'll probably fail as well. It'll be okay. And this is
dirt.
actually my first time with
Ooh, what a
some
launch.
power in a car. I have 103
Zoom in.
horsepower in this car, which is about 80 more than I had in my old Volkswagen Jetta.
I definitely got a better
that's already a
on-camera
lot for me,
personality
but I know
than I
less
had
than
then.
200 horsepower
Dude,
for
don't
some
cross the
people.
I was about to
mustard.
say,
Don't
you
cross
just-
the mustard,
You
dude.
just like went on the other side of the
I know.
road.
Close to
Ooh,
300 horsepower.
What a young and naive little
But-
boy.
That is going to take a very long time, and I'm going to be
Ooh,
Oh,
flying
are
At
you
the
gonna
ca-
stop?
to get there.
I was going so slow. You can tell how slow I was going there, and I just came to an eek stop.
That's funny.
Oh, that was pretty brutal. You made that though.
I did.
You made the
I'm sorry, I'm
hashtag
yawning.
Project A4.
I did.
Yeah.
Because I was in graphic design and was learning.
Yeah, and the direction
Cam made the logo, and I was a little miffed because I was gonna make the logo,
Yeah.
but then he said I didn't make it fast enough.
Yeah, I really
So,
wanted to do it.
One of these days, TPLM is gonna get an updated logo.
It's gonna get a full rebrand.
Yeah.
One day.
Because he made the logo like randomly at like midnight one night. I feel like.
I think I still have a sticky note somewhere that I drew it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next up, we're gonna watch my first travel vlog when I drove from Boone, North Carolina to Calgary, Alberta in the Audi A4.
He barely made it.
I barely made it, and I barely made it back. When I actually was
Yeah,
here.
it's right there.
Right there. 231 views. That's why, like I said, it's a very unknown video here. 8 likes.
You need to turn that monetization on in case people watch it.
Is it off?
Yeah.
My butt dyno report video on the adjustable coilovers I did has 264 views 5 days ago. 5 years ago, this video has 231.
Ooh.
I've come a long way. Plus, look at this. It's a much better graphic anyway. Oh, we have the soundbite now.
Sounds good. I
Old
feel like the graphics
A4.
blurry.
It is. I think it is blurry.
1920 by 1080.
Yeah.
The journey is beginning.
Journey's beginning. What?
Got 2,500 miles ahead of me.
Let's do it in 1080. Let's look at the real feel on
Did
this one.
security training. A lot of blanks. Our car got robbed. Almost every time. It was scenarios.
You can tell I have the wrong
Like,
shutter speed. You can tell I'm
about
new at
36
this.
hours worth of driving. That's
See how
gonna take
glitchy
me,
it is? Like,
hopefully just tonight, tomorrow,
Yep.
and Monday. But
Was
so
it tonight,
2.5
tomorrow,
days,
Monday?
maybe
it was
4
not
days.
tonight, tomorrow, Monday. It was tonight, tomorrow, Monday,
Long.
and
It's
Tuesday.
gonna be fun.
Oof.
That country twang.
I mean, little did I know that Calgary was
Those
going to be
graphics.
super country.
That's actually like pretty like good. Like I'm impressed at your skill level. Then
We're about
you
30
knew
minutes
how to
into
do
the
that.
trip so
Yeah.
far, and I was
Oh,
on
that's
Blue Ridge
right.
Parkway. Road was closed, so I took a detour.
Yep.
The detour road.
Every
I
road
took
was
to
closed.
get to Tennessee. It's closed as well.
Dude, you need to trim your mustache, boy. Look at that in your
We're
lips.
still in Boone.
Oh,
I
you're
had
not
to turn completely
brutal.
around. So I stopped and got some Red Bull.
I did get a Red Bull.
Now we're going to start making our way for real. But 30 minutes in, already gave me the roadblocks. Sweet, isn't it?
Oof. Close your mouth there, dude. So the thing that... Another country song. The thing that I didn't do a lot of was I didn't do a lot of voiceover. And by a lot of, I mean any. So I'm just sitting here like, where is this place? What is this place? What time of day is it? Was it the first day? Was it the last day? I don't know. I mean, this was like North Carolina into Tennessee. And they were just sitting there riding along with me for a long time. Ooh, slow-mo.
That looks good.
Look at the nice GoPro slow-mo. Pretty sunset. Ooh, the wiper action. That's some good stuff right there. Oh, I turned the GoPro around.
What are
Look at my
you
Red Bulls.
eating?
Wheat Thins, I think. I think I grabbed a box of Wheat Thins. Just to nom on the entire
All your
time.
nice dress shirts.
That's right. Oh, I did a tunnel run. You can, if you watch, you can see me going faster. But for some reason, I didn't include the audio of it. Why did I do that?
I don't know. I'm not yawning because it's boring, and I'm yawning because I'm tired.
I mean, no one's watched it, so I think it is boring.
No. It's
I don't even remember if I had the audio, but I did a tunnel run and with an upgraded exhaust, and I didn't even include the audio in this. It's just me driving. There's nothing to watch.
With that
Yeah.
music, though.
I know, we got 10 minutes left.
Are we watching all 10 minutes?
We don't have to.
Oh, swanky hotel.
I know. Welcome. Hotel room.
You missed focus a little bit.
I think it was on autofocus. Yeah.
All right, so we've made it about 5 hours so far. We're in Richmond, Kentucky.
Yep, Richmond, Kentucky.
It's not really close to Calgary, but we'll get there. Got about 30 hours to go, so
That was a long trip. I forgot how long that trip was.
let's hit about 15 hours tomorrow. See what we can do.
Not facing me.
I don't know what that face was trying to be, dude. Richmond, Kentucky.
I think this is North Dakota. Yeah, Fargo.
Fargo, North Dakota.
In one day, people.
In one day.
This is where you got stuck at the border, right?
Fargo, North
No, that's the next day.
Oh, okay.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry. We drove to North Dakota.
Yeah.
Look at you drinking water. I'm so glad you're drinking water and not
And all my fancy shirts on the side.
Red Bull.
So the Samaritan's Purse internship, you had business casual dress code. So I had to bring all my shirts. I didn't want to get them wrinkled.
Meanwhile, I was in Haiti
She was in Haiti, and I was going to Canada.
3 months.
So
So.
my first stop of the day has me in I think it's St. Joseph.
It's so blown
Illinois.
out.
I know.
So it's my first stop since Kentucky. So
The roof isn't even
Illinois.
supposed to be
My first
gray.
time.
It's supposed to be black. That's how
Uh-huh.
blown out it is.
Indiana, Kentucky, and Illinois at this point. So
You're so cute, though.
Oh, thank you.
Car spotting report.
Married me.
So I've seen about 8 Corvettes.
Yeah,
Welcome to America.
a lot of Corvettes.
And I actually did see one Dodge Challenger, not a Hellcat, not a Demon, not an SRT8. No, it was a new Challenger.
It's crazy that the
designed to
Demons
look
were out
like
5
the
years
old
ago.
Roadrunners from the 70s. But it was silver and black instead of blue. Because it had that.
Yes. I've actually saw. I think that new Challenger made to look like an old Roadrunner. I think I've actually seen it on Instagram since this video, and I saw it like a month ago.
That's crazy.
And I was positive it was the one that I was talking about. I should have grabbed a screenshot of it. I should have grabbed something, but I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw it because I think it was like an Illinois tag, like geotag. The car, like it looked like the car that I thought I saw, and I'm like, that was it. I'm pretty sure I'd seen it, and then I was gone,
Forever.
lost to the internet.
Bye.
Continue.
And I'm like, no, it's just a Challenger made to look like one. And not sure how I feel about it. But
Not sure how I feel about it. I ended up
Road,
liking it
we're all
a lot
filled
more
up.
now because it's kind of fun.
645 miles down. 1,600 to go. Something in that realm. Quite a bit.
Still has 1,600 miles to go at that point. Well, at this speed, that's going to go by fast. The undertake on a Corvette, of course. All things. Where's this? Am I getting into Wisconsin now? I think I was getting into Wisconsin with the construction. Yeah, I think so. Roads are bumpy. Pass the minivan. Go. Unleash all 192 horsepower.
This is probably going to be the most boring travel vlog ever.
It is.
Dunkin' Donuts. Because I'm hungry.
You can take the kid out of New England, but you can't take New England out of the kid.
The only interesting
Always gotta
thing
stop at
is
Dunkin'.
there's a lot of dead deer in Wisconsin.
Ew.
I still have that hat.
A lot of dead deer.
A lot of dead deer, I know.
But there's about
Still have
one
that hat.
deer for like 3 miles of highway. Dead one. No. Pretty fun.
So there's actually another fun fact
Fargo,
that probably is not the best thing that I should have done for the car. But after doing the thermostat replacement, I couldn't get the coolant system purge to get the air pockets out. Like I tried everything
Is this
myself.
when it would like smoke?
It would overflow with the water.
Yeah.
So I
Or
put
steam, I guess.
yeah, steam. So I'd put water in and run it, and it would keep cool, and I'd go down the road, and as soon as I turn it off, the water would be boiling, so it would boil over, come out the expansion tank, and I have to refill it with water. And I should have just found like an Audi dealership somewhere along the way and said, can you purge this real quick? I should have just had someone do it, but I did it all the way up. I'd have to stop. And when I got those Red Bulls back in Boone, I actually grabbed like 6 gallons of water just in case.
I remember that. I was so
Yeah.
stressed about you driving.
It made it. And there'd be times where
Barely.
I
It
think
barely made it back.
I think from the minute I started the car up in North Dakota, this is precursor for the next day, I didn't turn it off until I got to the border of Canada. It filled up twice, and I just left it running when I filled it up.
Yeah.
Just put a lot of stress on that car. All right, let's actually skip ahead to the start of the next day. So I drove to North Dakota. All right. Fargo. I didn't even leave North Dakota the next day.
So last night I knew I was hitting some balls.
Oof.
But what I
That's
didn't
so
realize
gross.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Look at them all.
That's so gross. I can't
Look at them all.
I still have the license plates right there, actually. That old
Yeah.
one.
Look in the mirror.
Clean.
Oof.
There's this big guy in here. I don't know
Ew.
Look at that. That's
No
so
one wants
nasty.
to see that.
if I'm in here.
Look at this. That's what I was driving to us last night, Hannah. When a car would come the other way, it'd be so much glare.
Ew.
So bad trying to get in.
Ugh. And I was barely able to clean it. This is North Dakota, guys. It's actually had a lot more hills than I thought. It was pretty impressive.
It's pretty.
1, 2, only 2 that time. I passed like
Alright,
4 cars at a
so-
time.
See, your
The
hair.
drive was going to be just a
Thank
little
you.
bit too far to go from Fargo to Calgary.
It was a lie. In the moment, I didn't know how to approach it, so I just left it kind of like a statement. And I'm glad I did, because you didn't want to like put it all out there and during it, and it goes weird. But so I was going to do an internship in Calgary, and I got to the border, and I was gonna try to make it there that night. Like I really was just trying to go for it. But I got to the border, and they were going through my paperwork, and I didn't have a bless you.
I'm sorry.
That's right. I didn't have enough paperwork. I don't know what extra form they needed. I mean, Samaritan Express had it. They just didn't send it with because previous years that hadn't been necessary. So they turned me around at the border in Portal, North Dakota. I think I said the nearest hotel was like an hour and a half away, and I was like, I'm not doing that. So I was just like staying there. But the other 2 interns who flew to Canada, I don't know why they let me drive. It's awesome, but I don't know why. They got stopped at the border because they had too much paperwork. So it was a weird, like, I didn't have enough, they had too much, we had the exact same amount. I don't know. It was weird. Let's continue.
We're staying here tonight, boys.
So he slept
By
on the
boys,
side
I
of the
really
road.
mean just me. Probably gonna
Yes, I
sleep in
did.
my car because I think the nearest hotel is 118 miles away.
118 miles.
So let's have some fun. Great. Outdoor.
Look at North Dakota.
Oh, jeez.
Flat. What is
What is that black thing on the side of the road?
what black thing was that?
It's like a black thing.
Oh, I think it was a piece of tire, but not
Okay,
mine.
yeah.
Grain
Crunk
silos.
time in North Dakota.
I know. Some crunk time in the grain silos. All right, the last Calgary, Alberta, Canada. A lot of information. Ooh, more slow-mo rain. Oh, look at that. Smacked with the rain on that one. It's the same shot. Ooh,
Oh,
lightning.
That's kind of cool.
I'm glad I caught that.
And it's raining. I'm
Yeah.
excited. We're almost to Calgary. By almost, I mean
Yeah,
like
missed focus. You can see it's supposed to.
400 some odd miles.
Yeah.
Just missed.
But since we got in here, Red Bull Cola.
Oh my gosh.
They had this at a shop in Maine, and I didn't get to try it.
Yes.
They stopped stocking it.
Okay, my sister pointed out to me, and I noticed in this video that I never actually gave a review of Red Bull Cola because I had it. It's third behind Pepsi, Coke, Pepsi, Red Bull Cola.
What
That's all you
is
need
it
to
like
know.
energy cola? Or
No,
is
it was like Coca-Cola.
Oh.
It's
yeah.
Red Bull made a cola, but it's Coke.
Do they still sell
Pepsi.
it?
I think they do somewhere. It was good. I'm gonna grab a Coke and eat it
Yeah.
over that anytime. It was
Yeah.
fine. It's no wonder you can't find it anymore. But
Yeah.
that's the review. 5 years on. It's okay. It's just okay.
So the fact that I found it again, I'm so stoked to try it. Also got a regular Red Bull because I still got a little bit of driving to go, but
Ooh,
Let's
back
get to it.
really
Finally
before
You drink more water than just
Almost
that
there.
one Fiji bottle.
I just drank one Fiji bottle the entire time. I faked that yawn for the video
That's funny.
because I thought it would be interesting. Something to watch. Ooh, snow. Sorry, they still had snow. We were coming up that way.
That's crazy because it was like May.
I know. It's more like, it looks like more North Dakota. Anyway, Alberta, Western Alberta is not like this whatsoever. Let's zoom in. Holy cow. Ooh, on beat with the music too. Look at that. I got it right
Little
on,
head.
right on the money.
Cam actually this whole trip, part of the time he didn't listen to music, and the rest of the
Got
time
it.
he listened to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume
One.
One.
The cassette. It was
on repeat.
the only thing I listened to. It had a cassette player. And it's the only thing I listened to. The Calgary sign just went by. And at one point on the way back, it turned off, and I didn't notice it had turned off for 2 hours.
You just sat in silence.
I just sat and drove in silence for 2 hours.
It's so funny to me.
I know. Oops, corrected it. Oops, corrected it again.
Oh.
Look at the sun setting. Look at that. Look at those clouds. That's pretty. Ooh, a turn. Ooh, another turn.
Such an aggressive
Wait,
turn.
is that... Yeah, that's into,
Oh, and you made it.
Yeah, that's into where we stayed. Yay! That's Fred and Renee's house.
Pretty.
Hannah never got to see this. In person, at least.
Yeah.
I think she's watched this. I stopped because I was like, there's a gate. What do I do?
We made it. We're here. Just showered.
Showered. Probably shaved.
Here. And
Yep.
I have an actual bed to sleep in instead of a car.
Yep.
Thank you.
Finally have a bed.
Renee and Fred.
Look at all my hats I brought. I made sure to have multiple hats.
Ready for me?
That bin is full of Hot Wheels now. I have that. Oof. There I go. There I go.
What a loops. Loop-de-looped in time.
Over 2,400 miles, 3.5 days, one epic summer in Cal.
Cute, Cam.
That's
Cute.
brutal, dude. It's a brutal.
You drove so far, though.
I know that was really far.
Okay. Are you doing one more?
All right, we got one more. We're doing the first Elsa the GTI video.
Okay.
This one's done a bit better.
1,600 likes. That's pretty good.
1,600 views. 1,600
Oh.
likes would be crazy. Excuse me.
59 likes.
I know,
That's
59.
pretty good. Y'all go like
1,600.
that one. Hit
Yeah.
60.
Yeah, someone
Okay.
please go like it. Hit 60. Picking up the GTI. Let's watch it. Ooh, ads.
Okay, we have to watch the ad. Give us that money. It's like how much?
Give us half a cent.
half a cent. Well, that's a nice intro.
That's That's
Right,
basically
that's
the new
really
one.
good.
Except I've added some stuff to it since then.
Hey guys,
That
we're
look.
here today because I got a new car.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Yes, that's right.
I mean,
Finally
it's
got a new car for the
10
channel.
times
Now,
better than
Cam,
it used to be.
Why don't you tell us how we got it?
Thank you, Cam. Yes, currently driving back from Washington, D.C. right now. Almost.
So I threw it to my past self, and I planned that. When you have time to plan videos that can kind of come out nice like that. But I don't have time to plan some videos all the time. But I knew when I picked up the car, I was going to throw it back to myself, so I recorded a video in the car saying, thanks, Cam, and then taking away whatever I said. But it's a lot better already, you can tell. Mm-hmm. It's a lot better quality, except this part's a little grainy because it's a phone camera. Can't fix phone cameras.
in Lynchburg, Virginia for the overnight haul. Thank you so much, Zach, for being such a cool dude and willing to work with someone coming from Memphis to pick up your car. Flew in earlier tonight, driving all night to get to Lynchburg.
Did you really
Just
drive
stop,
all night?
Have some fun.
I
in the
did,
bird,
remember.
And on our way to
Yeah.
Memphis.
I picked it up and drove straight to
Lynchburg? I guess it was
Yeah.
only like 4 hours, right?
No, yeah, it was. My car looks so bland. Some much better videography though.
Now, when I was looking at what car to get,
Oof, the audio's
I
brutal.
knew I wanted a hatchback.
Are
It's
you
just
buying?
one of the things that I
No.
knew I wanted.
Oh.
But my mind was proven true.
Ooh, that
Also,
old shift
the
knob.
reason I wanted
That
a
was
Mark
ditched
6 as opposed to a
fast.
5 or a 7 is because the 5s are all modded
such a
and
close-
they got 100,000 miles on them.
Right on my face,
And
dude.
I did
That's
some
so
research
close.
You
into
can see the
which
spit
generation
in
was
your
the
teeth. That's
best
gross.
GTI.
You can.
So I'm already in 6.
Ooh, right there, yeah. Ooh.
And I found out that
Remember that road in
Mark
Memphis
7,
that we'd always film
out of
on?
my price
That's
range.
where that was.
Mark
It's a good
5,
road.
all of them were modded. 5.
Getting
It
to
does
a
look
affordable
so
one.
like
the 6 as
plain
much. I know it's not
I know, it's
Wow.
just
But
bland. Look at all
that's just
the
better for me
dirt.
because the prices
I
are
don't
starting
wash
to
that
go
off.
down.
So this, we filmed this in Memphis, not Virginia.
This was Memphis, yeah.
So they're
This
actually
section
here.
right here.
Like, yeah, I'll take it.
It has heated seats.
So
love
when I
that.
started
I
looking
know,
for a
it
Mark
does.
6
It's really
GTI, I kind of found out that
The car looks so
2010
different
and
now,
2011
so
had
different.
some actually bought
Yeah.
2011 and replaced the
I just had the
Mark
one.
two or
I think
three
it was.
times in the
I
year
think the
and a half that I owned it,
Mishimoto
just had to get rid of
liquid
it
chill I
because it kept
added
becoming a problem.
didn't react very well to the
So of
seal
course now we're looking
or
at
the
2012,
gasket
13,
on the
14,
on the water pump, and it just started
dealerships
leaking a
are
little bit. And I just
way
decided to
too
get ahead of it and
way
replace
too
it.
expensive. They're charging
before it
13,
fully
14
went
grand
out.
for four-door GTI
Except
with less than 90,000
Mine,
miles. It's like
pause
I'm
it.
not.
Except mine is the CBFA engine that has an extra electrical connector on the water pump. So I bought the aluminum water pump upgrade, and the people putting it in didn't want to put it in because it had the extra connector, which I've learned since then is basically just an emissions thing and does not affect drivability. But I have replaced the water pump once since I've owned it, which is not bad considering. So yeah, pretty good. Yeah. Look at that. The car looks so just dry.
So I started searching Craigslist, and I knew what I wanted.
Oof.
Once I
You
figured
hear the
out
audio of that?
Yeah, why didn't you put
I
that on?
wanted it.
Or I guess you put it to
4 doors.
I know.
Manual transmission, of course. Black leather interior.
I mean, I got all this. Oh, it was raining. That's why it was
that
raining.
makes sense.
I didn't realize it
That's
started
some
raining.
hard rain.
That is. You see the splash right there?
Yeah.
Really what I wanted.
Your hair's
Let me
crazy.
tell you a
I
little
know it
more
is.
about this specific car. This is a 2013.
Again, it's right on my face.
Yeah.
So
It
close.
has only
So
80,000
close.
miles on it as of filming right now.
80,000?
Great condition. There's a couple things chips here. and
I've
there.
fixed a lot of
There's
that.
crack on it that's got some residue of where it was.
I haven't fixed that cracked
But
piece
it
yet.
is amazing.
I've put,
It
what,
looks great.
almost
The
40,000
interior
miles on it
is
now,
fantastic.
which is crazy.
Water. Yeah.
That's funny. It sounds so different now, too. It's so loud now.
This
It's
GTI, I
great.
have a couple plans. Now, there's a lot of video ideas
Recording?
that I have going about.
Yeah.
But I am very poor and we just
Yeah, I turned it off.
Not all we can do. There's just so many fun things I really want to
Racing.
try. But down the road,
I didn't know how to
all
launch the car
stuff
properly at all
everyone does
at that
when
time.
you do the
I did not.
turbo back, actually, that's what at the end of the day.
But at the end of the day,
I'm so happy with this car.
I'm still happy with this car.
I love this.
I can't wait to film
Sorry
this
for the
video,
rain.
guys. This is gonna be awesome.
Apologize.
Thank you so much for waiting.
Thank you so much for waiting.
That's
That's how
Well, how long were you
it
without a
started.
car? Like, you just did stuff on my car.
Yeah, I did. I was
And
at it
Fred's
for a
car.
long time.
Yeah, it was like over a year. We bought this car in cash.
I started the Jesus Loves You thing there. That's so
Aw,
nice.
that's
That was
sweet.
2 years ago. That's so nice. Wow. We've come a long way, haven't we, Hannah?
We have. Very far.
Yeah. I mean, we're in Warner Robins now. Meeting a lot of cool people. Community's growing. Channel's growing. We're monetizing. A bunch of crazy stuff's happened since I started. I mean, it's not the meteoric rise I really wanted, but I'm happy with it nonetheless. Yeah.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
You've grown a lot.
Thank you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and then the other videos that we showed. Go back and check them out. There's a lot of interesting, hilariously bad things that I did film-wise, mechanic-wise, and everything else. That we were just having fun. But anyways, hope you have a great day. And remember, Jesus loves you. Bye.